Welcome back to Design Mode. Today we're talking about something that makes most new developers uncomfortable: failure. But here's the truth: if you want to make better games, you have to fail. In fact, the faster you fail, the faster you find what actually works. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Why would I waste time on bad ideas? Because those bad ideas are stepping stones. They reveal what doesn't work so you can focus on what does. Most beginners start with the belief that their first concept has to be brilliant. They dream up a massive open world and imagine mechanics nobody's ever seen before, and then they get stuck. The problem is, you don't know if an idea is good until you test it. Every great game you've ever played, from Minecraft to Hades, is built on a mountain of discarded experiments. You only see the polished version, you don't see the prototypes that didn't work. Here's a mindset shift. Stop trying to avoid failure and start running into it, fast. Take one mechanic, build the simplest possible version of it, and test it. Does it feel fun? Does it create interesting choices for the player? If yes, refine it. If no, kill it and move on. This approach isn't just for beginners. Professional studios do this constantly. Failure is only bad if you don't learn from it. When a prototype flops, ask yourself, what exactly didn't work? Was it the mechanic itself, or the way it was implemented? Did it clash with other systems? Each failed test is free research. It tells you what your game is not, and that's just as valuable as what it is. A quick example. Let's say you're making a platformer. You come up with an idea. What if the player can rewind time for 3 seconds? You build it, you test it, and it feels boring. There's no challenge because the player can just undo every mistake. Instead of throwing the whole project away, you tweak the mechanic. Now the rewind costs a resource. Maybe it drains health. Suddenly, it's interesting. You failed fast, learned fast, and evolved the mechanic into something worth keeping. Practical tips for failing faster. First, set small goals. Don't build an entire level. Test one mechanic in an empty scene. Second, time box your experiments. Give yourself 2 to 3 days max to test an idea. Then document what you learn. Keep notes on why something failed. It might help in a future project. And the last one, detach your ego. You're not your idea. Killing a mechanic doesn't mean you're a bad developer. Final thoughts. Every failure is a step forward if you treat it like data, not defeat. So next time a mechanic flops, don't panic. Take notes, adjust, and keep moving. Because in game development, success is just well-analyzed failure, stacked high enough to ship a great game. Thanks for listening to Design Mode. Now go build something, and fail faster.